to Scrapyard Diecast Racing.
Welcome back to the Scrapyard, friends. I'm your host, Barnabas Tone.
And this is me, your co-host, Frederick Allen Seto.
And it's time for
The Fans vs. ACs Challenge.
Good evening, fans. It's the finals. The gala event we've all waited for has finally arrived. Al and I are so thrilled to be your presenters tonight.
You know what I still don't get, Barry? Why does Mr. Crane make us wear tuxedos to the finals? We're not even on camera.
Integrity. Now let's do a quick rundown of how we got here tonight.
Okay, so a real superfan, Carlos Antunes, assembled a team of 6 racers to take on the Scrapyard. Carlos raced under the name Wild Wheatmo, and he was in the '83 Camaro. His daughter, SASSY VEE, was in the 1995 Ferrari F50. Carlos's pop, Crazy Carmine, who our turn is named after, was in the 1965 Custom Mustang, followed by Mama Antunes in the 1969 Custom Ford Thunderbird. Carlos's racing coach and Portuguese aristocrat, Sir Adriano, was in the 1970 Custom Tornado. Finally, the most mysterious racer to ever take to the Scrapyard track, in the 1988 Monte Carlo SS Dragster, the She-Wolf. Wow! I knew that was gonna happen.
And we put together the best we had to offer to meet the challenge. NEL WHUN, head of our graphics department in the 1970 Chevelle Dragster. Mean Nino Eddie in the 2018 Bentley GT3. Armando in the 1973 Ford Falcon XB. IT manager J. Vardo Duarte in the 1970 Monte Carlo SS. Stock Market Mike in the 1968 Custom Auto. And our own mystery racer, Manny the Sports Coat, in the 1964 Chevelle Dragster. The racers worked their way through our bracket, and as luck would have it, one member of Team Cartunes and one member of Team Scrapyard have made it here to the finals tonight.
And if you clicked on the thumbnail for this race, then you already know it's SASSY VEE in the Ferrari F50 for Team Cartunes and NEL WHUN in the Chevelle for Team Scrapyard.
Well, let's not keep the fans waiting any longer. Let's get up to the broadcast booth and get these finals started.
Scrapyard Diecast Racing.
Both racers are in position here at the Guillotine Gate. As we await for the safety officials to clear the track, do you have any predictions, Al?
Well, Barry, it's amazing that either of these two made it this far. Keep in mind, SASSY VEE isn't even old enough to drive, but she has learned a lot and has really impressed me in this tournament. Meanwhile, NEL WHUN is old enough to drive, but has stumbled his way into the finals like this is a driver's ed course. He's blown lead after lead. And let's not forget, it was NEL WHUN who took her dad, Wild Wheatmo, out of the competition, so she's looking to win. SASSY VEE specifically called out NEL WHUN in her last race when she won by using his signature move, the Picasso. And for those of you who missed SASSY VEE's race, go back and watch it. I promised to rename the Picasso block in her honor if SASSY VEE wins tonight. So there is way more than just bragging rights riding on tonight's win.
Tonight should be very interesting. Okay, Al, the officials have cleared the track. Ladies and gentlemen, the finals start now.
3, 2, 1, go!
NEL WHUN goes for the block.
Oh no! SASSY VEE loses it!
NEL WHUN reversing all alone. NEL WHUN across the line.
Look at this, Barry. NEL WHUN knows the entire legacy of the Picasso block rests on his shoulders, and he tries immediately to use it on SASSY VEE.
The key word there, Al, is tries. SASSY VEE is not gonna fall for it and steers her way through.
Then they swap paint all the way through the bottleneck, and on the way out, SASSY VEE actually gets under NEL WHUN and sends him spinning into Carmine Corner.
But he's actually able to shift in reverse and turn the tables on SASSY VEE.
He blocks her right into security guard Ralph's car, and she can't recover and unfortunately goes off the track again. She's gone off that curb in the same exact spot in every race she's been in. And the safety team just sits there and does nothing. And before you could tell me she landed on her wheels, or she's just a kid and has rubber bones, what can you say for yourself, Wild Bob?
Guardrail!
What?
You said so yourself.
This is like her 4th time going off from that same spot. So learn your lesson and put up some guardrails. Or maybe a trampoline in the middle of the field so she can bounce back onto the track all by herself.
This from our safety chief. Anyway, fans, after Sassy V's misfortune, NEL WHUN pretty much has the track all to himself.
But if you notice, he still can't keep it straight and hit the wall on the final straight. He was so close to blowing his lead again, like usual. I was really surprised he even made it across the line at all.
But make it across the line he did. And with that backwards win, NEL WHUN is the first one to place a win on the scorecard.
Scrapyard Diecast Racing.
Here we are back at the guillotine gate. Sassy Vee needs a win here to stay alive.
As you know, Barry, Sassy Vee is no stranger to this situation. I'm sure with the weight of being in the finals and after yet another off-track crash, plus how much she wants to avenge her father's loss, she must be feeling a bone-crushing pressure in that Ferrari.
Her bones can't be crushed on account this made out of rubber.
Oh, shut up.
Gentlemen, please, show a little decorum. These are the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, the safety officials have given us the thumbs up. Will this ragtag fan team be able to tie and stay alive? Can a minor not even old enough to drive a car make history on the scrapyard track tonight? Let's find out as the countdown starts now.
3, 2, 1, go!
NEL WHUN cuts in.
NEL WHUN out front.
Sassy Vee gives chase. NEL WHUN massive lead.
This one is over. It was close, but Sassy Vee comes up just short. Look at this, Barry. NEL WHUN is desperately hunting for that Picasso, but Sassy Vee just has to know that it's coming every time they go down that downhill, and she's not gonna fall for it.
And I think once NEL WHUN notices there's no chance of getting off an effective Picasso, he immediately shifts his game plan to winning by literally shifting and giving that Chevelle everything it has.
And he rips through Carmine Corner, and Sassy Vee, knowing she's had nothing but bad luck on that turn, takes it cautiously in the hope to catch up later on.
And even though that is a safe bet, NEL WHUN is not going to give this youngster any chances to cash in on it. He's out of Clunker Canyon before Sassy Vee even gets in it.
And NEL WHUN is into the last safety tree and probably on the way to the body shop by the time Sassy Vee crosses the line.
Personally, I think Sassy Vee knew it was all over and she was going to cross the line just to prove that while she's a kid, she can hold her weight with anyone on the track.
Yeah, and she probably also got hard on those brakes because her opponent just blocked the finish line by sloppily crashing into a tree.
Sloppily or not, NEL WHUN has just put the second win on the scorecard, not only sealing his win in this race, but the victory in the tournament as well. But here at the Scrapyard, we have a mandatory 3-heat rule. So,
Scrapyard Diecast Racing.
Heat 3. This one is all about bragging rights.
What's Sassy Vee got to brag about? She just lost.
Yes, Al. So imagine Sassy Vee winning or in some other way embarrassing NEL WHUN in this heat. She'd take a little shine off his trophy even before he's had a chance to lift it up. In fact, this could be the start of a future grudge match.
Great point, Barry. Then, for the last time in this tournament, let's get to that countdown.
3, 2, 1, go!
NEL WHUN blocks.
Oh, so close!
NEL WHUN flips and recovers.
Sassy Vee pulls over.
NEL WHUN again, all alone, and again reverse across the line. It looks like NEL WHUN didn't want anyone to tarnish his trophy. He did not let up. He knew the very legacy of the Picasso block was on the line, and he tries to go for it yet again, although unsuccessful.
But the one thing he does do successfully is almost blow his lead yet again. He's all alone and causes himself to flip on the way out of the bottleneck.
And Sassy Vee tries as hard as she can to capitalize on that moment. Look at how while NEL WHUN is trying to straighten out, she goes in for a block.
Right, but she actually misses and hits the curb, and maybe that dented a rim or something, but she smartly decides to call it quits right there and pulls over instead of risking going over the falls again without a barrel.
And she stopped just in time. If nothing else with that move, she's proven how much she's grown as a professional racer.
And someone who couldn't stop in time is, of course, NEL WHUN. I'm pretty sure 1970 Chevelles had brake pedals. I mean, I know we planted those safety trees to stop cars in an emergency, but they're not supposed to take the place of your brakes.
We planted the trees? No part of me has ever thought that trees and rocks belong anywhere on the list of safety equipment. But I will tell you who belongs on what list. NEL WHUN, with his third consecutive win, belongs on the list of champions. Not only has he just won the tournament, but he's also scored a huge victory for Scrapyard's reputation. While we thank and respect Team Cartunes for their efforts and competition, there's only one winner tonight, and it's NEL WHUN.
I got a call for a Mr. Frederick Allen Settle.
What? Me?
I said you got a call, son. NEL WHUN has got something he wants to say to you. Hold on. I can use the Yellow Jackets comm system to patch you through.
Al, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, champ. You just won for Team Scrapyard. I'm sure you're running high on emotion. How does it feel?
That's why I'm calling. I had the commentary on in my helmet the whole tournament. I hear every comment about me blowing the lead and you wondering how I even got this far. Me taking out all those trees was a message for you. Who the heck plants trees as a safety device?
Thank you.
And me winning in reverse was a message to the bear. I'm just as good a racer as he is. I can win in reverse too. I'm as good as any champion. I can win in any way, anywhere. I just beat the best Team Cartunes had to offer. In fact, I bet I could beat the whole team.
No.
Heck, I'd even put my trophy on the line and take on the whole team in one shot. Double or nothing.
No.
No, what, Barry?
He just pled the Fifth Amendment.
What are you talking about? He's just bragging. He didn't incriminate himself.
Barry ain't talking about the Constitution of these here great American states. He's talking about the Fifth Amendment of the Scrapyard Rulebook. See here. Any challenge made to or by any current champion while on the track and in a running vehicle shall accept said challenge as legally binding to compete in said vehicle.
Wait, so that challenge is legit? The Scrapyard is not champions?
Yes, it's binding. And yes, we're currently the champions, but not the reigning champions, until he defends his not even gotten yet title.
Talk about blowing leads. You can't blow a bigger lead than this one.
So fans, on that major bombshell, please join us next time when NEL WHUN takes on all of Team Cartunes in the double or nothing race to decide it all.
The Scrapyard Diecast Racing